Well, Grant, congratulations. It's our fourth victory now on the bounce. You're in front of the camera tonight, so you can answer some of the questions you've got. But first of all, it was a rotated squad tonight.
Yeah, obviously a couple of changes were forced upon us. Obviously, congratulations to Callum Crane and his partner. The birth of their daughter, I think it is.
Yep.
So right away we had to make a change there, which is just one of these things. We knew it was obviously coming, and Callum's let us know early doors. So the boys adapted well, and they have. Over the games that we've been in, we have had to make a lot of changes, whether it be injuries or just a rotation in the squad, and the results have proved that the boys have adapted to that very well.
Yeah, and first beginning of the game we saw Robbie in a face mask. Is there something been going on there? Was it an injury picked up?
Yeah, he had taken a knock in the Albion Rovers game, and had obviously a suspected broken nose, so he visited the hospital to see if it was to be set, but the precaution was to wear the face mask.
Yeah. Okay.
So
not to spoil his good looks, I suppose.
No, not at all. Not to hamper his modelling career.
We started the game tonight though particularly strong. We're working out, we had maybe 3 or 4 set pieces on the bounce, came close a couple of occasions. But Cowdenbeath are a difficult team to play against.
Yeah, I mean, obviously coming here on a Tuesday night's a difficult venue at any time. So the start is very important, which I thought we did. We had a lot of chances, a lot of efforts on their goal. Their keeper had a couple of good saves, and it was just obviously getting that breakthrough was going to be the most important thing.
Yeah, the breakthrough came 15 minutes, and I think Rafa done some excellent work down the line, pulled it back across, and I think under Edinburgh City pressure the keeper fumbled. It was just an honest mistake, and Liam Brown was there to put it away.
Yeah, obviously there's a bit of discussion in the changing room going on. Blair's came in with a match ball, so he's saying he's got the final touch, but no, Rafa done brilliant, never gave up a lost cause, managed to keep it in, and Liam was composed as well, and obviously the ball ends up in the back of the net, which is a good start for us.
Yeah. Again, equaliser on the 25th, maybe a bit against the run of play, and also, to be fair to Callum Mantell, was it a deflected shot, I think it was? It
was, and whether it was against the run of play or not, it lets the lads know that you can't switch off.
Yeah.
At any point in the game, they get a throw in at the far side, Cowdenbeath, and they take it quick and they work the ball well. Credit to them, they work it out to the left hand side of the pitch, but we switch off for the throw in, we get that wee bit deeper, allowed someone to cut in the park and then get a strike out or goal, which we're stressing them to try and stop efforts at goal, and it takes a deflection, which is unfortunate for Callum.
Yeah, but again 10 minutes later though, Tomo's fizzed in a great ball into Blair, and he's taken it on the chest, he's turned and slotted it away.
Fantastic goal, even for where we were in the dugout. The angle was great for us. We've worked the ball, and Tomo's got great right foot. He can put the ball anywhere he wants, whether it be a set piece, whether it's for open play. And Blair's on the move, and he takes a great touch on the chest, rolls the defender, and what a finish it is. It's a great goal.
Yeah. And it's interesting how you're saying that Blair's got the match ball in there, because albeit very quickly again. We had maybe somebody say road or luck. The ball had hit the crossbar. We then go up, and then we've got the ball in the back of the net a couple of minutes later.
Yeah.
But we believe that Lee Hamilton's got the goal.
Yeah, Lee's saying that it touched him. I'm not sure which part of the body it touched, whether it was touched his hand or not. But that can be the difference. That can be the fine lines in football, because they've hit the bar. Lee Hamilton's cleared one off the line.
Yep.
And we're stressing that to the lads. You need to do the work at both ends, both boxes, and you get the rewards at the top end. And it's a set play, and Blair gets on the end of it, and the ball ends up in the back of the net. Whether it's Blair's or whether it touches Lee's, we don't mind. Obviously, the referees gave Blair the ball, so he deems it as it's went straight in. But
okay.
We work on stuff like that, and it's good for Blair's came in. He's had to bide his time, and he's came in and he's been involved in the 3 goals. So credit to him. It's just unfortunate that he's went over and hurt his shoulder, but physio's assessing him and seeing how he is.
Yeah, I was just going to finish on that actually with Blair and Liam Brown. They both kind of came off. Looked as though they were nursing an injury. Can you give us any early update to that?
The guys have played a lot of football. I think Liam was just a fatigue, a tiredness. The midfield were excellent tonight. The whole team were excellent, but the work that the midfield had to do, closing down and trying to create and get on the ball for us as well. So I think it was just a fatigue one with Liam. He's played a lot of football. I think that's 4 games in 10 days, so we've had to rotate the squad. And Blair was just unfortunate. I think it's the way he's fell, but the physio was assessing him just now, so hopefully he'll be okay.
Yeah, and finally, it would be remiss if I saying, but welcome to Edinburgh City.
Appreciate that.
You've teamed up with Gary now, assistant manager. What's your thoughts? What's your early thoughts in being in the dugout and the club so far?
The prospect and the ambition that the club have was a massive factor. Obviously spoke to Gary, huge factor as well. We've came in and the results have been fine. Fingers crossed. We want results to be like that every week. We know in football it's not going to be like that. But it's important that the team work hard as the club that are working to put things in place and progress as much as we can.
And do you think in some ways looking forward to Saturday's fixture in the Scottish, does that come as a bit of, mentally a welcome rest for the players to be playing in in the major cup tournament?
It gives them a break from the league. It's no different in respect that it's a game of football that you want to go and win. With respect to opposition, we always do. We may need to make changes, depending on how the guys come through tonight and what the report tomorrow. As I say, it's a lot of football in 10 days. Some of the guys have played the 4 full 90 minutes, so credit to them, looking after themselves. But it's one that we want to go and try and progress. It's a game of football that we want to go and win and keep this run going and keep the momentum high.
Okay, good luck with that. Thanks very much for giving us your time tonight.
Not a problem. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, sure.